Und da sehen wir das erste Mal ein freier Blick auf Kate, Prinzessin of Wales mit ihren...
Hi and welcome to another little broadcast. How did we all enjoy seeing Princess Catherine? What were your thoughts? What's your opinions? Oh my God, I was so excited to see her. From start to finish, I was glued to the TV, as I always am with royal events that happen. I absolutely love them. Didn't she look so radiant and beautiful? But you could tell she was a little tired, and that's okay. It would be a very big day, especially getting the children ready, etc. But they all look so beautiful and so happy-go-lucky. And God, I hope this is a sign that everything is going very well for her. And people saying, "Oh, we've got Kate back." No, she's not back. She just made an appearance and was respecting her father-in-law, and she was there for her family, because that's what people do in sickness and in health, richer or poorer. I know they're wedding vows, but when you love your family, you are there no matter the circumstances. So hopefully she did have a good day. The kids looked beautiful as usual, and Prince Louis, isn't he just the most adorable little boy? I love it when he plays up. And he's so cheeky. I just love it. I think he's so adorable to watch, and his little facial expressions really, really make me smile. He's such a cute little bubba. And Prince George, he's a little bit reserved, isn't he? I don't know whether that's just his personality or he's a little bit more shy, but the other two, they really love to wave and be cheery-faced and happy-go-lucky, which is really cool. I love it. They looked really good. And the king, of course, he looked well. There was a few times there at the end where he looked quite emotional. I don't know whether he was emotional because of the crowds, or he may miss his mum too. Imagine having 70 years of those celebrations for your mum, and then it's you on the podium, so to speak, having to be the centre of attention. It is kind of bittersweet, isn't it? Like, he had to lose his mum to be in that position. It is kind of a bit awful for him. But, he did wonderful. And the weather, how is our British, not ours, I mean British weather? It is so cool, isn't it? One minute it was shining, sun was shining, and the next minute it was raining, and then it really poured at the end, which was kind of a little bit hard for them. But they just soldiered on, didn't they? They just walked on through and did what they had to do. But seeing them on the balcony was amazing. I really enjoyed it. They all looked beautiful, as I've said before. What are your thoughts and opinions on it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions and how you celebrated Trooping the Colour. So exciting. I can't wait to see them all again. I don't know about you guys, but when it comes towards the end of these celebrations, do you just want more? I seem to want more. It was funny. The channel that I was watching after it finished, there was a documentary about the Queen's passing, so I ended up watching that as well, which was kind of interesting and very, very sad. Brings you back to reality that she's not around anymore. I really miss her, actually. It was my birthday recently. My son and daughter-in-law, they bought me this collector's plate of the Queen and a couple of books that go back to 1914, I believe, which was kind of interesting to read, the history. History is really important, isn't it? When you look back and think, wow, how times have changed and how people have changed over the eras. It's very, very interesting. But anyhow, that was an amazing Trooping the Colour. I know lots of channels have covered it, and I don't want to saturate it all with that. But I do want to talk about a few little things. I found an article yesterday that Harry and Meghan are taking applications for friendship. Can you believe that? Because people in Hollywood are steering clear of them. They're taking applications for friendships. What? Do you send in your CV and go, "Oh, I'll be a good friend. I'll eat your dog biscuits. I'll eat your jam." What kind of rubbish is that? Taking applications for friendships. Absolutely disgusting, aren't they? They are just appalling, the pair of them. And for her to put out a stupid little stint on the day of Trooping the Colour. Really? We'll talk about that a little bit later on, because there is a few things that are really got up my goat. I just want to say to Princess Anne, I flippin' love that woman. If you've watched documentaries about her and how staunch she is and how she just gets on with her job, and she's the most hardest working royal there is, apart from obviously the Queen in the past, she just gets on with it, doesn't she? She gets on that horse and does her job. I just love her so much. I think she's such, I don't know, there's something about her that really, I think Princess Charlotte's going to be like her. I think that she's the next Anne in the making. Every time I see her, I go, that's Anne in the making. The way she bosses her brothers around. But I really love Anne. She's the one that could crack the whip in that family and get things happening. I wish she'd crack that whip a little harder on old Hazard there. He might just be pulled into line. But I don't think anything's going to pull him into line. But there you go. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But seeing them on the horses, Princess Anne, Edward, and obviously Prince William, very, very stunning. I loved it. I loved every little bit about it. Can't wait for another celebration. Wonder what the next one will be. I did say to my family that next year I want to be in London for it because, there's nothing like being there, is there? To experience it, and seeing the crowds was amazing too. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on how you enjoyed it and how excited you were to see Princess Catherine. I may have got a little bit teary there for a bit. Anyhow, let's get on to a few little things. Yes, they're putting out applications for friendships, so if you want to be their friend, jot them an email and send your CV. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. And her putting out her dog biscuits and her raspberry jam. Like, there's not 50 this time. I think there was 10 dog biscuits. Really? Oh, frickin' please. That woman is absolutely bonkers. Did she really think the internet was going to break with dog biscuits over Princess Catherine? Really? What are they smoking? What are they ingesting? I don't understand where their brains are. But then again, I guess Prince Harry fell in love with her with that photo with the doggy filter on. So I guess the biscuits and the filter, two and two go together. Maybe he thinks she's a dog and he inspires her to make these biscuits. Now, I don't want to be nasty, but, dog picture filter over her face that he absolutely fell in love with her. I need to meet that woman. Really? That's ridiculous. And now she's put out dog biscuits. Well, I can only assume she's trying to tell us something. Anyway, I don't want to be too mean, but did she really think she was going to break the internet over that? Didn't everybody say, what is she going to come up with? And that's the best she's got. The Duchess of Dog Biscuits. Well, I guess Harry got thrown to the dog bowl, didn't he? They could not get any more. Next, they'll have their own circus. What's the bet? They have their own circus because they are just the biggest clowns that have walked this earth. I can't, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I read articles or I see things, I just roll my eyes and go, what are you talking about? It's just really, really bad. Anyhow, Duchess Dog Biscuits. That should be her new name. Miss Duchess. Megan, the Duchess of Dog Biscuits. Oh, stupid bloody woman. Anyhow, I've got a bit of a gripe with Talk TV, what's going on. I don't know if you've listened to it, but apparently the guy took it upon himself, the presenter, and the reporter, should I say, to call Tom Jr. a drug dealer. Now, Tom Jr. is not a drug dealer. What gives him the right to hop on the TV and call him a drug dealer and also say that Thomas Markle Sr. lived in a trailer? He never lived in a trailer. I've spoke to Tom this morning, and he's absolutely disgusted with what was reported on that show. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they will seek legal action. And you know what? I'm kind of sick of hearing on YouTube as well all this made up bullshit about the Markles. Nobody knows them. Like, nobody knows exactly what they've been through and who they actually are, the ins and outs of their lives. So, what? And by the way, I have got permission from him to talk about it today, unlike other people that sprout absolute bullshit about them all over YouTube and on TV today with Talk TV. Thomas Markle Jr. is not a drug dealer. I think they got mistaken that Megan was the one that gave dope at the first wedding with Trevor there as gifts. It was reported. Don't be calling Tom a drug dealer, and don't be calling Thomas Markle Sr. trailer trash, because they did not make up stories to make money and blah, 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 like they keep going on about. Absolutely disgusting. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.